First and foremost, I want to say thank you for taking the time out of your day to watch this video. I think you should also know that I've recorded it about 10 times, one time without audio. The other time I had like crap all over my face, and the third time I just didn't like it. So I'm now on the fourth version of this, and I hope that this is the one. Anyway, I wanted to kind of talk about what will be happening in 2023 and beyond. I do want to start off by saying, like, this is not a sad video. I'm very, very happy about this video. This is something that I have worked really, really hard on, and I'm really excited for it. But there's a few things that I also like feel I need to talk about, right? So I think streamers, or people who make stuff, or people who are DIY or content creators or whatever, I think they're like the kings and queens of making a mountain out of a molehill in their mind, or in my mind, like there's this massive elephant in the room, right? And I'll like talk about it, and people go, "What the hell are you talking about?" But so there's a lot of that too going on with me, and there always has been. But one, I guess, elephant in the room has always has been the last couple of years. It's obvious to me. I haven't streamed very much, and I've really beaten myself up over that. I used to stream every day. I would do months where I streamed every day, right? And now I'm lucky to get 80 hours a month in for streaming, and I've really been hard on myself for that. And the last couple of months, I've had to take a step back and like ask myself what I really want to do with my life and what I want to do with my time, because I'm not getting younger, and people always comment about my gray hair and how I wear a wig and stuff, and you know, it's crazy, and and I don't wear a wig, and I don't have gray hair. But anyway, you know, I think I've accomplished a lot over the last couple of years, and I'm making this video to kind of remind myself that, and to kind of also explain where I've been. So right around like the end of 2020, maybe like the middle of 2020, the narrative online switched from like Twitch being this place to build a community and like make your dreams come true to it's funny. It seems like it happened overnight, where people were like, get off Twitch. You have to make it on your own, you know, and it was scary, because I'm not a big streamer at all. I'm a very, in sip size, I'm probably a microscopic streamer, but I'm not a big streamer at all, right? And so I got scared, and I was like, I'm making enough every month to barely swing by, you know, and I wasn't building a savings. In fact, I was kind of taking from it a little bit, and I'd been doing that for like 3 years. Just skating by. 1 month was just enough to keep the lights on for the next month. And I know it sounds silly, but like I was always kind of cool with that, because I was making my dreams come true. And I still am cool with that, right? But as I get older, and as I take on more responsibilities in life, you know, your car breaks down, or your parents get sick, or your dog gets sick, and you need money. And I got tired of like being anxious about that and wondering where it was going to come from, because, and then I felt bad too, right? Because like I felt like I was failing, and so I decided I had to do something about it, but I just didn't know what. And there was many sleepless nights of me going like, what do I need to do to bring in some more money, right? I don't want to go work for the man. I gotta figure. I'm smart. I can figure it out. And kind of around that same time, you know, we had gone through a house fire the year before. My mom had surgery on her heart. I'd gone through like a lot of these kind of traumatic events. You might not think they're traumatic, but they were very traumatic to me, right? And so I was like recovering from that, but also like eager. I felt like I had this new release on life, because I had experienced things in life that were kind of effed up, and so I needed to distract myself. So I got a 3D printer, right? Never with any sort of expectation, and money was never I was never like, I'm going to become a millionaire with this 3D printer, right? No, like I still don't think that, but I got a 3D printer, and most people who get a 3D printer, they're like, great, you know, they start 3D printing stuff. All of a sudden, like, you have all these like little plastic boats and, you know, things for your bathroom. And I 3D printed a mural of Sips that I worship, and just all sorts of like little random, like weird things. And my wife, Edith, was like, you should print my name. And so I 3D printed her name, and I put it on Twitter, and I was like, oh, cool. Like, and then like 5 people were like, I want my name 3D printed. And then 10 people. And finally I was like, well, like, you know, there's like, I have like a little queue now. I want to make sure I send to this person before this person, because this person ordered first. And where do you go to do that, or to make a shop? You go to Etsy. And from November 2020, when I put that stuff up there, Quizbo, who is a great friend of mine, friend of the community, massive supporter, he was the first person to order one in November of 2020. So from November of 2020 till now, we're at like 8,500 orders. I've shipped all over the world. I've learned everything from customer service. You know, I've responded to thousands of messages on there. I've learned how to manage shipping supplies, and how to order bulk shipping supplies, and while trying to like not be too bad for the environment, learning how to like order all the supplies I need to make my stuff. I've learned how to just all of the aspects it takes to start a business, really. I mean, like I said, like we've sold, we'll hit 9,000 orders this next year, and in a couple of years, and shipped all over the world, and I've done it all myself. And you know, I never took a class or anything like that, and it was never the thing in my mind. It was never like, I'm going to start a business. It was always, I'm going to do this so streaming's more fun, because I won't have to worry about money as much. But what happened, that didn't happen. It became, I have to learn how to start and grow and maintain a business. And I don't feel I ever gave myself credit for that. It's not a bad thing. It's a great thing. I learned skill. You know, it's taken me 2 years to get my online business going. And see, like, that just sounds like such an eye roll to me. I know it's so silly, right? Like, I've never been like a business owner in my mind. I've just been this dumb guy who tries to get Sips' attention, but he leaves me on red, you know? And like, and that's fine. That's fine. And I'll probably always be that. But really, what happened over the last couple of years, and the reason I haven't streamed as much, and the reason I haven't been able to do as much as of the things that I've wanted to do, is because I've had to learn how to do all that other stuff, you know? And I've never really thought of it that way. See, I see my Twitch metrics, my hours streamed, my sub count, my follower count. I see all of that and get really down on myself because it's not what it used to be, when really the reason it's not what it used to be is because I spent 10 to 12 hours a day the last 2 years learning how to build a business. On top of that, my dog, my Riley, he's in the final stages of his life. He needs constant attention. He, you know, he's hand fed. He's totally blind. He's loving life. He's happier than he's ever been. You know, he's not in any pain or anything. I don't know if he's happier than he's ever been, but you know what I mean? Like, he's got a lot of life left, but there's a lot of reasons why I haven't been able to give my Twitch stream and my content the attention that I've always wanted to give it. And that's the reason why. So what I've learned over the last couple of months is that I don't have to do it that way anymore. I've put in the time, I've put in the work, I've put in the effort to build this thing and gotten it to the point where it doesn't need all of that attention anymore. And I know that because November and December are our busiest months. the most orders, the most DMs, most ordering, shipping, all of that. And I have given it, instead of 10 to 12 hours a week or a day, instead of waking up multiple times a night to respond to messages, I've committed to 4 to 6 hours a day on that. And we're killing it. And so if I can divide my attention and give it what it need, give it 4 or 5 hours a day at the busiest times, instead of giving it 12 hours. See, because I'd always thought I have to give this thing 100% or it's going to fail. It's going to flunk. It's going to become flat. And I did. I essentially had to. For the last couple of years, I had to give it that. But I don't have to anymore. Sometimes I might. But it feels really good. I feel like my reward for my hard work over the last couple of years, getting this thing up off the ground, getting it to where it is now, managing. Well, I went from one printer to over 30. Managing that and like figuring out how all of that works, figuring out everything from de-escalating a very angry customer to fixing a 3D printer that's had a catastrophic failure, and everything in between with ordering and USP, all of that. That's been the last 2 years for me. I didn't know any of that before going into this. And so I'm in a place now where things on my shop could they don't need me as much because it's set up, and like that's such a, I'm gonna try not to get emotional. That is such a, I'm so proud of that, and I'm so proud of that. But now it's time that I start doing things that make me a little happier. Now it's time that I start rewarding myself and my hard work with the things that I'm passionate about. That's streaming, that's making videos, that's trying to get SIPs to respond to my DMs, that sort of thing. Like those are the things that I want to focus on this next year, and I'm going to focus on them. It's not going to be perfect. I'm not going to promise the moon. I'm not going to promise yada yada, but I want to go back to a consistent schedule. I want to talk about that. I want to go back to just being present and doing what I love, because I love streaming. I love building community. I love it. I always have loved it. I've never done anything for as long as I've done streaming and woken up every day. That's the first thing I want to do is stream. I'm so excited to stream on the days that I get to stream. I don't get to stream today because there's stuff I got to do for the Etsy shop, right? Mondays and Fridays, those are my Etsy shop days. Monday allows me to get set up for the week. Friday's the busiest day, so it allows me to get set up for the weekend. Those days suck, I hate them. Tuesday, I'm so ready to stream. I have to go back. I've got to go to the dentist on Wednesday to get a wisdom tooth pulled out, right? I keep forgetting I have to do that because I'm so excited that I get to stream that night. I'm gonna try to stream that night, even though I've had my wisdom tooth pulled out. No promises. But what I'm getting at is like this next year, 2023. It's not about anybody but myself, and it's not about proving myself to anyone, or I don't got to prove I've built what I need to build, and I'm so excited to be streaming 2023. Getting back to where I was, my goal is to stream more every month than I ever have. With that, there's going to be a consistent schedule again. I've found I kind of booted the schedule the last few months, and I think I needed to do that, but now I'm understanding like time management. I devote 4 to 5 hours a day to my shop, and then I'm going to try to devote 4 to 5 hours a day to my streams. And so there will be a consistent set schedule for my channel again. I know that's not for everybody. It's really not for anybody but me. That'll be soon. I need to make sure that there are times that I can commit to. Anyway, So that'll be very exciting. I want to bring back Mario Kart night. I want to bring back the crazy crap we used to do on the weekends. I want to try to get Sips to DM me finally. Just lots of things that I've always wanted to do that I'm confident we'll be able to do. And I'm confident that my shop isn't going to fall apart. And I'm just really excited. So enough rambling. If you've watched it this far, thank you so much. Thank you to everybody who's swung by the channel, followed the channel, subbed to the channel. Thank you to everybody who's ordered from our Etsy shop. You can check it out at shelfgifts.com. Thank you. Just a massive thank you to everybody who has supported me, Edith, our family, my mom and dad over the last 7 years now, 5 years full time. I couldn't have done it without you, but this is truly, truly just the beginning, and I'm so excited for next year and beyond. Thank you very, very much. I love you with my whole heart. Sips, please don't leave me on red anymore. I'm just kidding, buddy. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the stream. Make sure you follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/BruceCooper. Yeah, like I said, very excited for the new year, and thank you.